What's up, fellas? We are back with another video, and this one is the Game Week 8 selection. So, wife is asleep. We can finally have some peace here to go into my Game Week 8 team. So, we're gonna jump right into it. Obviously, you have my full team on the screen. So, Raya, it's a no-brainer. I feel like at this point, everyone has at least one Arsenal player, and then for me, I'm not on double Arsenal defense, so I'm only gonna have Araya. I'm gonna go with Richards again because I truly believe that Bournemouth's gonna Crystal Palace is gonna get a clean sheet against Bournemouth in this game. So and I expect Richards to also get like DEFCON points. So easy pick for me there. Alderete is one guy that you need to keep an eye on only because not only that he got injured, but he also has a long flight back of like 20 hours to get back to England. So even their coach said that it's going to be a last minute decision. So keep an eye on the team news tomorrow because I'm filming this on Thursday. So I really don't know yet, but I'm going to post something in the comments. I'm going to pin a comment once we get more info about the team selections, the team news for every team. And then Senesi, I feel like, again, Bournemouth's going to concede against Crystal Palace, but I'm hoping that Senesi is going to get DEFCON points, and I'm going to pick him over Anderson, who's going to be my first sub as a defender. And again, if Alderete is not playing, I'm pretty sure that Anderson will get me at least 2 DEFCON points. That's a great game for him to get to the 10 defensive contributions. And then in midfield, I'll have Saka. Obviously, my 2 offensive picks from Arsenal, Saka and Gyökeres. Hopefully, they're going to get some points this game week. I'll keep Reinders again. I feel like this guy is getting chances every game that I watch. He's a boring pick, but again, it's someone that he can score at any given time, and hopefully he's not going to be rotated by Pep. And then Kudus, again, I feel like I mentioned this in the last video. Kudus is a guy that this is the perfect game for him against Villa because Villa is not just going to sit back and defend. It's going to be an open game, and then Kudus will be there to expose their defense. And then again, my last midfielder is going to be Mbeumo. I'm going to keep Mbeumo only because Liverpool doesn't seem too organized in the back, and I can see Mbeumo scoring a counter attack or getting a chance. And I also don't want to spend my transfers right now, so I'm gonna keep him for this game week for sure. And then up top, I'm gonna keep Mateta. This guy's flying right now after scoring his first ever goal for France. And if I transfer him out, I think that's gonna be a mistake, knowing how his next few games are. And then Haaland, that's an easy captaincy pick for him. And then Gyökeres, again, the eye test is just not there. He doesn't seem like he's gonna score. Even though it's Arsenal, they're gonna create the chances for him. He's just, compared to ISAK, he's nowhere there. I also watched both Sweden games. The last 2 games that they played did not score a single goal, and both of them, Gyökeres and Isak, played 90 minutes. And just Isak feels so much better than him. So that is one thing that I'm considering. If I'm gonna do any transfer, it's gonna be Gyökeres to Isak because again, on my wildcard I left 2.2 million in the bank, and the dilemma was I'm either gonna go Mbeumo to Palmer if Palmer is fit, which seems like he's not, or maybe Gyökeres to Isak. So if I do any transfer, it's gonna be that one. Now, this is where I'm really why I'm thinking to keep my transfers for game week 9 and have going into that game week with the 2. If you look at the top right corner, Gyökeres has really good schedule. Obviously, everyone knows that for Arsenal. So you have Fulham away. If he scores in this game, he's gonna be so hungry to score more and show his worth. So then he has Crystal Palace at home, and then he has the 2 newly promoted teams away, Burnley and Sunderland, and Tottenham at home. That's always a game with goals. So the next 5, that is something that's keeping me from doing this transfer as of right now. Gyökeres to Isak. And then Mateta, I'm not going to transfer him out, as I mentioned. Even if you look at the schedule, he has Bournemouth at home, which is a great fixture for him. Arsenal away, okay, that's a tricky one, but you know how Crystal Palace is. Out of nothing, they'll score a goal, and he might even get a penalty. And he's going to be the one taking it. And then he has 2 home games Brentford and Brighton. So I definitely want to keep him for those two, and then Wolves, probably the worst team in the league right now. He has that game away, so I really don't see how I'm gonna get Isak back. So it's probably the smartest way would be just to keep my transfers going into game week 9 with two, and then see what I can do at that point. Again, Kudus is not going anywhere right now. Villa at home, Everton away. Again, Everton is now not defending well, as we were able to see that in the Crystal Palace game. They could have conceded 5 goals in the first 60 minutes. So he's staying for those two. Chelsea at home, that's another game that's going to be, I think, fireworks. So he will definitely be fired up for that game at home in the Derby, London Derby. And then Man United at home, another team that gets easily caught in counterattacks. So, and then maybe if I'm gonna sell him, that's gonna be really in that in 4 games from now when he plays Arsenal away. And then Mbuemo, Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Forest away, Tottenham away, Everton. So again, Mbuemo is one guy that can leave my team in game week 9, especially because how Chelsea's schedule is turning around. So they're gonna have a lot of good games to target. So again, if Palmer is not back, I'm definitely gonna go Enzo because he's gonna be on penalties. He's gonna play the number 10 role, so that's gonna be an easy pick. So yeah, and on the bench I have Dubravka. I'm if I'm gonna play ballsy here, I would even put Dubravka in front of Raya because again, it's I can see Arsenal conceding from Fulham, and Dubravka, if they keep a clean sheet against Leeds, he's gonna have at least 3 saves. So that's gonna be minimum of 7 points there for Dubravka. And then King, he's not gonna be my first sub. Anders is gonna be my first sub only because I feel like he's gonna get the 2 DEFCON for sure. And then Voral is not gonna is gonna play like a few minutes, but he's just there to sit on my bench. So yeah, that's gonna be my game week 8 team. So I'm obviously take a look at all the team news tomorrow. See what the coach is gonna say, and if there's no major announcements, this is gonna be my team going into game week 9, and I'm not gonna do any transfers. Again, if you are on a wild card, I'm gonna post my video that I posted actually 3 days ago with 3 different scenarios for wild cards. So take a look at that one. Maybe you'll get some insight into that. So I'll catch you next week. I'll probably post an episode on Monday or Tuesday. And in the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter, on X. FPL is live, and I'm gonna post some updates as well there. And I'll catch you guys on Monday.